First game up. There you go. There's your Jaguars. And, hey, there you go. There's your Chiefs. Look at that small bias, Benny.
Danger lurks.
Favors the Chiefs.
Danger lurks.
And you know, we have to give kudos to Pat Mahomes, who lost Tyreek Hill, who was just like the danger weapon of the league, can do things pretty much no one else can do, and still pretty much took the first place in scoring. So that offense continued to click, you know, but as you said, that defense is questionable. And you know, even the turnovers are a bit questionable. But again, a rash of new receivers, or at least a new approach. They had to change a bit in what they do. They couldn't just depend on tossing that thing up to Tyreek, you know, and knowing he's going to come down with it most of the time.
Well, I mean, I'm actually starting to tire of that narrative. I'm stronger on the narrative that you bring up in reference to Brady and Gronk than I am for the one between Mahomes and Tyreek Hill. I really am, because we're talking about an Andy Reid offense here, and we're talking about a guy who can throw the ball like nobody's business, off platform and on all angles, like Patrick Mahomes. So him losing Tyreek Hill isn't as big a deal to me. Not to downplay Tyreek Hill's talent, okay? But if he can do anything he wants on anybody, then Tua would have played better. So would Teddy Two Gloves. So would Skylar Thompson, and they didn't. I mean, he had a great year yardage wise, no doubt about that.
He's like in the number 1 or 2 or something like that.
Yardage. What about touchdowns?
Well, I mean, you know, depends on the offense. You know, long story short, though, he was still very effective with Tua, and Tua is not Mahomes. So I wouldn't take too much away from him. But relative to going back to Mahomes, he still had Kelsey. And, you know, that's the security blanket.
And the other guys, he made it work.
Yeah. You know? He made it work, no doubt about it. So congratulations to them. Bias plus scores 3.6 favors those Chiefs, Benny. Okay. What you gonna do?
Well, the Chiefs are coming off their first round bye to host the Jacksonville Jaguars, who advanced to the divisional round by defeating the LA Chargers at home 31-30. Big win for the Jags. Trevor Lawrence threw 4 first half interceptions. 4 first half. That's only been done a few times in NFL history, to tell you the truth. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a playoff thing or even a regular season thing, but it's only happened a few times that a quarterback threw 4 first half interceptions. He spotted the Chargers as 27-7 halftime lead, you might as well say, because it seemed like they every time they turned the ball over, Chargers capitalized and scored. But he came out in the second half and he destroyed the imploding Chargers. Swiss cheese secondary, throwing 4 touchdown passes and engineering the game-winning drive that ended in a 36-yard field goal by kicker Riley Patterson, which actually barely got through the uprights also, by the way. Defensively, the young Jags defense shut down the Chargers' run game, and they tortured Justin Herbert with 10 quarterback hits and 3 sacks. Jacksonville is hot. They are very hot. But the Chiefs' offense is always formidable. I'm not sure the Jacksonville defense will be able to do the kind of things that they did last week against the Chargers. But I feel really good about them putting up quite a fight. However, I would feel foolish not taking the Chiefs in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Chiefs. I wouldn't mind seeing the upset, though. I wouldn't be mad.
Oh, excuse me. I'm looking at a next-gen stat here, Benny. Patrick Mahomes passing with and without pressure for the 2022 season. Without pressure, his completion percentage is 74.7. He's averaging 8.7 yards per attempt, and his passing TD to interception ratio is 34-5 with a quarterback rating of 119. So that's with no pressure. With pressure, His completion percentage drops from 74 to 41%, 41.1. His yards per attempt drops from 8.7 to 6.1. His passing TD to interception ratio goes from 34 to 5 to 7 and 7. And his quarterback rating drops to 57.7. And to add a little humor to the situation, this, as they say, this 61.3 drop-off was the third largest in the NFL behind Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson.
That's not good.
That's not good at all.
I'm telling you, danger looms for the Chiefs. Give me some more stats like that. I'm going to change my pick.
Man, I'm telling you, it's an amazing thing. And, you know, Pat Mahomes, the mobility thing. And a lot of mobile quarterbacks in this round of the playoffs. Probably the least mobile, and he's not really not mobile, but the least mobile would probably be Joe Burrow. So you got the well, and again, so it's funny. Trevor Lawrence has turned into a bit of a runner in the last few games of the season. So you got to see him actually do some moving and running a little bit. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that because, you know, when push comes to shove, I do believe that the coaches will go to the lowest common denominator and tell the quarterback, look, you better run and get that. I know a lot of people were saying that about Kirk Cousins. They're like, he should have ran that last play. So, all right, going with the Chiefs, going with the bias. Next up.